Welcome to JC's Stocks and Markets podcast for December 17th, 2022. I'm JC. I've been investing in the stock market for 40 plus years. I make good trades and investments and some not so good. My intentions with these podcasts are to share my unique thoughts and opinions on individual stock and ETF picks with an emphasis on dividend-paying securities, which are my favorites. Today's is going to be no exception. This is a good one, at least for me. The idea is to share my thoughts, possibly give you, the listener, some investment ideas so you and I can maybe make some money. I'm not doing this for income, nor am I trying to earn any advertising revenue from anyone. I just really enjoy doing this, and I hope that to share some chances to make a little bit of money with you. During some shows, we may stray into other topics or news that affect stocks or ETFs that we are discussing. That could include government politics, Federal Reserve policies, current events, or just things that rattle around in my head. The opinions shared in these podcasts are my own, and they are just that, opinions. I invest in many of the stocks and ETFs that are featured in the podcast, including the one today, and I will try to let you know, or if I will, establish a position in the securities. Disclaimer: by all means, everyone has to do their due diligence prior to investing any money into anything. These stock picks are no exception. Doing your own due diligence. With that, let's go make some money. Today's podcast, I wanted to go with something that was more, let's say, more steady paying, dividend paying stock. And the pick today is Enbridge, symbol ENB on the NYSE. Very large company. Market cap's $80 billion. PE ratios of 20. Yield right now is 6.66%, and the dividend has been growing for over 17 years. I will show you that Enbridge is quite a company. It's probably the largest oil and natural gas distributor in North America. I've got here is from the Enbridge site. More or less showing, they show the map of the oil and gas transmission lines. But the amazing thing is that they transmit about 20% of the natural gas consumed in the U.S. 30% of the North American crude is transported by Enbridge. And they're located out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. But they handle a lot of pipelines in the U.S. as well. They have a lot of long-term structured contracts, so the price fluctuation in oil and natural gas really does not affect Enbridge as much. They really have a steady source of income, and their business model is just that, is just to maintain good income flow, distributed to the shareholders in forms of dividends. You're not going to see a whole lot of price fluctuation with Enbridge, but I'm going to try to give you a target where you can buy in at a good price and maybe make a little bit of money while you hold on to this thing. My thoughts are long term, and because you can collect the dividend and reinvest it in Enbridge. One other fact is that they handle a lot of pipelines in Canada, and one of the fun facts I got was about 75% of all the natural gas consumed in Ontario is transmitted via Enbridge, and Ontario is pretty cold for much of the year, and they make a lot of money off those sorts of activities with their structured contracts long term. Like I said before, this next slide is right from the Enbridge website. Enbridge is a very long-term looking company. The one thing I did want to emphasize is the graphic in the middle is the 27 years of consecutive dividend growth. With that, I think you can hold this thing for a long term. Don't expect a lot of price appreciation, but if you're looking for income, steady income via dividends, maybe as a retired person, you could hold on to this for basically the rest of your life. That's my strategy anyhow, but you have to do your own strategizing on this stuff. Next chart is where I'm going to try to show you an entry point that I think is probably going to be good. This is from Fidelity.com, and what you can see is The Williams percent R technical indicator for Enbridge essentially dips below the minus 80 mark, 1 or 2 month lag before the Enbridge price bottoms out. And this has happened over the past 10 years, and I've just illustrated a little bit this year, but this is a pretty common theme. If you look at the Enbridge charting, do it yourself. It's pretty easy to do with a lot of different tools. Stockcharts.com is one that I use. This one, though, what I'm saying, bottom line, is if I had more capital to invest, and I do have a good position in this company, and really where I bought in was about the $36 range, and I think if this thing hits down near 36, I think you're going to pay attention to the Williams indicator, but I think you're going to find a good entry point at about 36, which you could establish your position and collect those 6 to 7% divvies. I think that'd be a good strategy. Second and last slide I'm going to show you from Fidelity.com, from Cognia. You can see that they do a little bit of technical analysis too, and it looks like they're showing the M pattern in the Enbridge price action during November, December. So it looks like this thing's headed down. It looks like they've got some support at about 38 and some change. I honestly think you're probably going to see it go down closer to 36. Especially in this market, you may see a mad swing in stock prices, and it'll head down towards that area. That would be my target. Again, I ask you all to do your own due diligence. Investing is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and effort. We're not all going to make home runs off a lot of the investments we make, but if you hit 6 or 7 out of 10 successful, you're good. I stick with dividends. I like dividends. I think dividends are the way to go. In my advanced stage, I'm looking to establish a steady stream of income as a soon-to-be retired person, meaning 5 years out. With Enbridge, I think 36 is a good entry point. I think the 6 to 7% divvy that's growing is a great investment. With that, I hope you got something out of this podcast. I enjoy doing them. The outro is a song by a band I used to play in, Just One Goat. It's a song called She's the One. It has a lot of personal meaning to me. I wrote the song. Me and my bandmates played it. They made the music happen. They were very talented people, and I appreciate them very much even to this day. Happy investing, do your diligence, and good luck with all your investments. Good luck in the next year. Hope to see you back, and thank you for listening. Bye now.
Can't you see she's the one? Oh, she's the one. Everything is magical, even when she's not around. No, it's not that radical, I just know what I have found. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. She's making my life so much stronger. God, let me stay just a little bit longer. She's the one. Yeah, she's the one. Yeah. Really wasted all this time.